Hello, everyone. Today, I hope you're all doing fine and you're well. And if you're not well, either mentally, emotionally, or physically, may this add a little bit to your balance today, I hope. I hope it brings you something that you can use that's useful and that you feel good about. So today my topic is about angels, as you can see here. I have my guardian angel candle, and I still have the other candle going. We have Archangel Michael, of course, and we have this angel, and it's interesting, both of these angels came from a very special friend of mine, Maria, who has passed on, and I just wanted to bring her energy in today because she came in this morning in my meditation, so I want to honor her as well. And one of the big pieces was that she was also saying that they're all working with us and through us at this time. So we need to remember we have our legions of light on the other side that are angels and those legions. And then we have those that have once knew and loved us that are on the other side that are trying to help us go through this as well. I also have, well, before I talk about that, this one over here says let me read it. Every year is a new beginning and every day is a gift. And I think especially now we have to realize that. But what I love is that there's a little butterfly here. So thinking about the transformation, we all know that butterfly has to do with transformation, and they're offering up a butterfly and thinking of we may be in that cocoon stage right now where we don't know what's coming, but we know that, okay, here it is. We've got something new coming in and we don't know, and before you know it, we'll be in that butterfly stage. I should have checked the batteries before I started because this is really nice. It has a light that lights up all inside of here with the angels, but I must have burnt out. And it says, angels light the way with hope. And that is so true. So many of you that have not known me that long probably didn't know that at one time I had a store where I was a franchise of someone else in Salem called Angelica of the Angels. And my first whole introduction to all this was angels, and I'm still very, very, very partial to angels. And my good friend Andrea Clearwater used to do portraits of your guardian angel and would give you a message with it, and this was mine, and I wanted to bring her out today. She's all in gold there, and this has always been very special to me, so I thought let's bring all the angel energy in today. Couple announcements I want to make. I will be having other people come on, and I'm trying to space it out because I know many of you have sent me little blurbs and messages and phone calls even about how much you appreciate this, and that just makes me feel so good. And even if it's one person that I help or reach with this is all worth it. And I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. So I will be having people come on. I have a good friend of mine, Elizabeth, that's coming on with some music and bar. And I've always wanted to try bar, where for those of you that may not know, I'm not going to give it its justice with a description, but it's a ballet bar where you're using, I believe it's strengthening core. And so you could use the back of a chair or whatever, and she's going to be doing that. And I am so excited because I don't know about you, but you know that I've had the concussion since the end of September, and I've been kind of grounded from Zumba, and I'm climbing the walls. I've been going for walks, but that's just not doing it for me. My body is now saying I want to move. So I'm looking forward to this myself. We also have Christine coming back on to do another yoga at some point before the 21 are over. I have my good friend Donna Sadie, who's going to be, I asked her to do something creative. So she's going to be bringing something on that you can actually do that works with your creativity. And I have Gerard coming on to give you some information about things that may be helpful for you, not only at this time, but to be moving through this time as well. So lots of things to be excited about. I want to say a couple things. And I started getting phone calls from a friend of mine out in Colorado and wanting to know, hey, do you have any of those candles? Do you have any of those sprays? The stores are closed. Can you mail some? So it never occurred to me to say that to people, that if you want any candles, I only have the votives left, which are the short ones, and I have a couple of the few of the taller ones left. And I have some Palo Santo spray, some love spray, some healing spray, and they're done by shamans that really use the energy to go into these, and I love them because I don't like just buying things from people. I like knowing where they came from and whose energy has gone into what. So if anybody would like me, because Gerard's shipping and he just puts it on the porch and then they come and take it, and some people are still getting out a little bit. So if you wanted to pick it up, I could put it on the porch and you could pay by charge and just pick it up outside if anybody wants anything. The other thing that I have as well, and this isn't me just trying to plug for myself, but I want to make it available because it never occurred to me. I've made these oils, they're roll-ons that work with really high frequency oils that I've been made a combination of, that I'm selling. They're roll-ons that you would put on the bottom of your feet, because that goes through every chakra, every organ in your body. So I'm not going to say more than that. If anybody's interested, you can call me at 413-526-9840 or email me at trustmac@AOL, and I'll give you whatever information you need. Okay? There's also one other thing I'm doing, because I've been so busy I haven't had time, but I'm going to start making time to do a little cleaning out of the attic. And I have things from my store that were brand new that are kind of left over. So I thought it would be fun to make almost like a goodie bag with these things. And as my gift to you, I would only charge $10 a bag. And the bags would have things such as candles or oils or a little crystal or whatever is a combination of what I have left, and I would charge $10. And of course, if you want it shipped plus shipping. If not, you can pick it up on the porch and we can do the same thing. But I thought it might be a fun thing to get a little goodie bag and see what's in it and all of that. So anyways, that is my information that I wanted to pass on. I keep forgetting because there's always so much going on. And I even have angel incense going today, which I forgot to remind you. So I thought we'd start talking a little bit about angels. And, some people aren't sure about them. They think they're a religious thing because angels have been here throughout time, and they're not. They're not religious at all. They're here as helpers and messengers to help us at this time. So for those of you that meditate, it's great to sit and just close your eyes and ask to connect, first of all, to your guardian angel, as we have here. The guardian angels absolutely love to do work for you, to bring you what you need as best they can. And it's interesting, as I look down on this candle, it has the prayer to the guardian angel. Many of you might remember it as a child, saying the little prayer to your guardian angel, but it doesn't matter what you say or do. We have been given free will. So the angels and the masters and all of them cannot cross over that boundary unless we invite them in. So I'm saying this is a great time to be calling in your guardian angel and just saying, I need help with this. I need to be balanced with this. I need to feel better about this. And then whatever it is that you're trying to be balanced with or manifest or whatever, even in once this is all said and done, your guardian angels are wonderful for that. They're sitting there going, you know, I've been sitting here her whole life and she's never asked me for anything. They want to work, guys. They don't want to be unemployed. So call on your guardian angel. You can also call on any other of the angels that you would like to work with. This would be a good time for you to get on the computer since you have time. What is Archangel Michael in charge of? What is this one in charge of? And read. Now, please know that all angels can do anything. They know all areas, but there's angels that are really dedicated in one area or another. And Michael, I can't remember if I already shared this during the 21 days. I'm just going to move the incense over. I noticed, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but my sensitivities to smell is off the charts. So a little bit of anything goes a long way, or I'm getting a sinus infection. But a long time ago, I think I might have shared this with you. I'm not sure because of the concussion, I can't remember. But one time when I was working with somebody who had some really dark issues, Archangel Michael came in and I asked him about, I said, oh, you're the one that works, with the darkness. You come in with your sword and, cut through all the darkness. And he said, no. He said, I remind people of who they are. I remind spirits of who they are, because at one time we all came from one source. So if we all came from one source, we are all connected. And there's I forget what the saying is, it's in another language, but the Native Americans have a little saying that they say, which means we are all connected. And meaning the earth, the animals, the flies, everything on this planet, the rocks. And so he said all he did was he would stand against the darkness. The sword is actually his sword of truth. That's it. He raises the sword and his blue flame comes out of the sword as a way, this is truth. And everything else is illusion. So I'm going to use my sword to cut through the illusion so you can then remember who you really are. So that is important. I never forgot that. He says, I just stand right against the darkness. And so the light always wins out of the darkness. The light doesn't go out. It may dim, but it doesn't go out. So what he does is he lights, that sword of truth. He stands against the darkness, chest to chest. And then hopefully the beings start remembering who they were, that they were once light. And they came out of the light into the darkness. So as we do that little flicker of light, we focus on it, it gets bigger and bigger. That's why, for me personally, I never give up on anyone. In my healing sessions, in whatever I'm doing, people come in and they're like, oh my God, I've been to every healer, every therapist, everybody along the way, and no one's been able to help me. That's my favorite thing to hear, because I know you found your way to me, and somehow Spirit's going to help you through me. And usually that's what happens, 9 out of 10 times. So I know that it's important never to give up on a situation or to give up on a person. We can surrender it, but it's important not to give up. So what do I mean by that? Well, surrender means that I'm not controlling whatever it is. I'm offering it up. And if you want to heal this, take it and go with it. And if not, maybe another time. So my feeling is, as people get into dark spaces, it doesn't mean they're dark. It means we've all had dark times in our life where we felt like we're going through the dark night of the soul and everything is just so big we can't see a way out. Maybe it was a financial situation at one time. Maybe it's that you got a disease or you had cancer and you thought you were going to pass over. And then all of a sudden there's a flicker of light. They come up with something new, a test trial they want you to do, or you have a way that all of a sudden money's flowing again. Whatever it is, we are letting that flicker of light come into that situation. And so it never becomes hopeless. Okay? And my thing is about bringing all the angels out today. It's like I have to have faith. Faith is the biggest thing for me, because if I don't have faith, I don't have anything. And my faith isn't defined by a religion. My faith is defined by belief that there's something greater than all of us. And I know it. I believe it. I've experienced it through my near-death experiences. And I know it to be true. And so because it is true, that gives me the wherewithal to keep moving forward and to keep hopefully being an example of that love, and at least trying to. Some days aren't easy. I'm the same as everybody else. Some days it's like, oh my God. But recognizing that all of them are here for you. And why would we do it alone? That's crazy. We don't want to do it alone. We want to be in a place that we say, you know what? Okay, I'm calling on you. And it's written that you have to show up if I call on you. So let's go there today. All right. So, first of all, I thought I'd just talk a little bit about what I do in the morning. So when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is I cut all my cords again. And that was on one of the videos on how to do that. I fill myself completely with golden white light, and then I go to face my day. Now, as I go through the day, in the morning, I meditate. It doesn't matter. I've told you this before. If it's 10 minutes before, we didn't have the time. Now we have the time. But even if it's 10 minutes, eventually you'll be able to do it. You're just shutting your mind down a little bit. You're learning to sit still. It's like a reset. And I still love what they said the other day with the divine reset. No, sorry, divine timeout. I love that. So that's what we're doing. We're sitting, we're trying to get everything moving again. And then I make a list, because routine is crucial at this time. So we can't do our old routine. We need to do our new routine. What does the new routine look like? For me, it's I'm doing this many readings at this time, and then I'm getting outside to take the dog for a walk, because you need some kind of exercise, and fresh air is good. If I see somebody else walking in my neighborhood, I cross the street or whatever. I'm still doing my distancing, but I need to get outside, even especially on the days where the sun isn't out. I have to at least change the energy, mix it up a little bit, get out. Even if you're not able to get out and do that, go sit on your porch for a little bit. Get the energy of the air changing. The other day I gave you how to do, clear your home and your environment. Open your windows up a little bit, even if it's not a really warm day, just a couple inches, to let any of that fear or any emotional things that you're thinking about, let it go out the window. Just don't forget to close them after. So that's what I do. And then I go about my business. I do my clients first, and then I look at, okay, what can I do to help me with the house? So whether it's, what am I going to make for a meal, or whether it's I need some computer work that needs to get done for all of this, or I'm taping, or whether it's I'm going to give an hour to cleaning the house. Whatever it is, I have a list, and I'm working towards it or from it, because I want to feel like I have a routine. Even Ben, I told you before, he's completely lost, and one of the reasons why is he's out of his routine. Animals like routine. Well, guess what? So do we. And so because he's out of his routine, what's happening is he doesn't know what to do. This morning I was on the phone very early doing sessions, and so he didn't get fed at around the normal time that he does. And because of it, he's crying, he's following me around, he's looking at me like, hey, get with it. And so I realized that I'm trying to keep him on schedule. Those of you that have small or young children at home, get them on a schedule. This is the time they normally eat breakfast. Get them dressed. Do whatever you have to do that gets them in a routine, the new routine. Here's the time they sit down from this time to this time to do homework. Then there's a break. They go do something as much as they can that's fun within the home. Then they go back to that, or whatever it is. Routine is important. Even though I normally hate routine, I've realized over the last few years I am in a routine. So that's what I want to say about that. And then at night, meditate again, or in the afternoon, whatever works for you. Even if it's, call it your time out. Sit and be with it and see what happens. So hopefully that will help you. I think we'll go into a little angel meditation. And I'm not using any music because I don't have permission to use, if it's being posted on Facebook. I want to be careful about that. So here we go. All right, so I want you to close your eyes down and just practice your breathing. Just your normal breathing, going in and out, in and out. And then what I want you to do is I want you to call on your guardian angel. I now invoke and bring forward my guardian angel to help me at this time. And we're asking our angel for anything in particular that you need help with at this time. So help me be balanced. Help me with the children. Whatever it is for you, you're going to ask for that from your angel. So take a moment to put your personal wishes there. And now we're going to ask for the collective. Guardian angels and all angels and legions of light, led by Metatron and Michael, and even Melchizedek coming in to help assist with this. Please help anybody who has been infected by this virus. Anybody that is fearful, that they think they have it and what that means. We ask that all this fear be lifted in a flame of light, turned into violet light, so this energy can come back to whoever it came from in its purest form and energy. We ask that you help all those doctors, scientists, nurses, people working in the lab, and anybody else who touches their lives or this virus in any way, shape, or form. We ask that you give them the strength and courage to help them so we can help ourselves with this at this time. So we all call in Heniel, Uriel, Gabriel, and Raphael, the angel of healing. And as we do this, we ask that you take our whole world, the whole pictures that we have of the world, and as I put my hands around this, I really do feel like I have the whole world in my hands. And we ask that all of us focus from the bottom of our hearts that we're shooting out light to everybody on this planet, all the country, all the land, Mother Earth, all the creatures, the two-leggeds, the four-leggeds, the crystal beings, the trees, the nature spirits, everything on this planet, the oceans, the air, that we ask for healing. And out of this, may there come a beautiful peace. And see it almost like you've sprayed a spray, and that spray is just gently landing on every part of this earth. And that the angels are helping us, as they always do when we call out. And we ask you to bring any amount of angels that are there, anyone that is from the light that would like to assist at this time. So just take a moment to imagine the energy going from your heart out as rays of light. From your home to your neighborhood, to your city, to your state, to the world, and beyond. Angels, please stay with everyone as long as it's necessary for this healing. Please guide us with our mental bodies, our emotional bodies, and protect our physical bodies. May anyone who needs help at this time, mentally, emotionally, or physically, find what they need in order to help them stay balanced and calm. We thank you in advance, and we ask that when it is done, you be released in the perfect timing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All is well. So mote it be. It is done. Ooh, that was powerful. I kept seeing that when I said to the world and beyond. I kept seeing that. I forgot what cartoon it is. To the galaxies and beyond. I almost started laughing. Okay, this card is from Yasmin Boland. It says, don't let your past hold you back. And it's the South Node. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whether you're going through, whatever you're going through, and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in this? This card often comes as a sign that the situation or relationship you're even asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, even you, needs to be released, that there is some kind of addiction going on or unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make a change, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Whoa, that's a big one. There's the little astrology glyph. So what's interesting is we all are used to our lives the way it was. We're used to playing things out the way it was. We just got through saying we like routine. But things have to change, and this is part of the change. So my feeling is when they were talking about the past life energy, we've already done this before. We've done it, but this time we're going to really do it. We're going to step through that doorway fully. Atlantis, Lemuria, all of that where we tried and failed. This is not that. We've learned, we've grown. The next one is from, the next two actually are from Rebecca Campbell. This one's Portal. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, and wild card. Oh, that's pretty with all the pastels. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying, yes, you have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Perhaps that you've been working, oh, sorry, projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest. Taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in the spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, here it is. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right in. So again, it's all saying the same things. And the last card is trust the niggle. What is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? The niggle feeling, that annoying, niggling feeling, that inconvenient, annoying feeling, try as you might, it's there and it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting. And until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it. To draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way. The relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made. The stone in your shoe. Often we feel this feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from your higher realms, but in fact, it is the body that is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You are being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path. And then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the niggle now. So what does that mean? Well, we just saw with all of these cards, it's telling us it's up to us where this whole worldly thing goes. Watch your thoughts, stay positive, do your part. You know, send out prayers, send out whatever it is, do your part. Whether it's an intention, whether it's meditating, whether it's lighting a candle. And we already talked about this holds the energy. So as you go about your day, you've created an intention in here for healing, for the world and its energies, and that keeps it going all day. So we've come to the end of another day. Not another day, but another one of our reset and reboots. But I want to give a call out, a shout out to all my hairdressers on my list. I know we have many, and my good friends Marianne, Lori, Tony, Elle. There's just way too many, and don't send me a thing saying, oh, you forgot me. I mean every single one of you. So we're holding space, and God knows we need you. I'm getting the grays under here, so hopefully this wraps up sooner than later, and I really put out a prayer that all your businesses, when you're ready to open, are booming, and I feel so good about that. So lots of love to all of you. Look forward to continuing this and you meeting some of my friends, and hopefully you love what we've put together. Thank you so much.